Hi everyone, myself Dr. Vijay Naukudkar. I am working as an associate professor in KVN Naik Art Commerce Science College, Canada Corner, Nashik. Last lecture we have studied UV spectroscopy. Today we consider IR spectroscopy. This IR spectroscopy which is studied in the TYBSc level and MSc first level in the Pune Savitribai Phule Pune University. Now we are considering this electromagnetic spectrum. From left to right, gamma rays, X-rays, UV, visible, IR, microwave and radio waves. These are the different, these rays useful in different spectroscopy. This is the UV region, then IR region, this is microwave, rotational spectroscopy and radio waves in NMR spectroscopy. Today we are considering IR spectroscopy. That is IR region is at around 800 nanometer to 10 raised to 5 nanometer. What is spectroscopy? The interactions of electromagnetic radiations with the matter is called as spectroscopy. The type of spectroscopy is ultraviolet spectroscopy, infrared spectroscopy, nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy and mass spectroscopy. Today we are considering infrared spectroscopy. This spectroscopy deals with the information about functional groups present in the compound. What is the principle? The principle of infrared spectroscopy, the molecule absorbs IR radiations and capable of affecting the both vibrational and rotational energy levels. If the molecule exposed to the IR radiation, the molecule absorbs the energy of IR radiations. As a result, get excited to the higher energy level, vibrational energy levels, and this type of IR radiations absorbed by the molecule depends upon the type of atoms and chemical bonds present in the molecule. When these absorption are recorded, we get the IR spectrum. This IR spectrum can be find out in the terms of the frequency nu or wave number lambda, or in the wave number, that is nu bar, and wavelength lambda. So energy is directly proportional to the frequency or wave number or inversely proportional to the lambda. So we are considering IR spectrophotometer for recording the spectra. Here we are using IR source, infrared source, and this is the sample cuvette which will analyze the compound, and this is monochromatic light, and this is the reference. We can be used as a carbon tetrachloride. Splinter is there, detector and recorder useful for detection of the graph. Here we are observing the spectrophotometer instruments, and this is the recorder. In the spectrophotometer instrument itself containing the resource, that is the sample tube, etc. Generally sample we are using for this IR is around 4 to 5 milligram, and spectrum obtained within 5 to 7 minutes. Infrared spectrum divided into 3 regions, that is near IR, IR region and far IR. Near IR, generally we are calculating IR in the wave number 12,500 to 4,000, then 4,000 to 625. This is our important region, that is the functional group region 4,000 to 1,300, fingerprint region 1,300 to 909, and aromatic region for 900 and 625. This region is not so much important for IR. Aromatic is sometime that is the bending vibrations are there if aromatic compound, and fingerprint for the comparison of the samples. The type of molecular vibrations we are considering that is stretching vibrations and bending vibrations. Stretching vibrations further divided into symmetrical stretching and unsymmetrical stretching. Bending vibrations are divided into scissoring, rocking, wagging and twisting. In case of now we are observing, this is stretching and bending. Stretching means both bonds are stretching. Then unsymmetrical, one time one stretching and other contract, and vice versa. Then scissoring, in case of just like a scissor, both bonds bend inside. Then rocking, both bonds are that is bending outside. Then wagging and twisting, these are out of the plane. This type of the vibrations we are observing in this bond structures. Now we are considering Hooke's law. This is important for infrared spectroscopy. If we consider two atoms bonded by the chain, that is the spring, and force constant we are calculated. Now vibrational frequency nu is equal to 1 upon 2 pi c into force and force upon that is the reduced mass. Now we are considering here nu is a vibrational frequency, c is the velocity of light, then f is the force constant between the two atoms, and mu is the reduced mass of these two atoms. So vibrational frequency is directly proportional to the force constant and inversely proportional to the reduced mass. For that purpose, we are observing one of these compounds. So relation between the force constant, frequency and bond length. So we are observing these three bonds: carbon-carbon single bond, double bond, triple bond. If you go from top to bottom, this bond order goes on decreasing, then force constant goes on increasing, and frequency also goes on increasing. So bond order increases, force constant increases. So bond order increases means hence the vibrational energy goes on increases. According to Hooke's law, that is the frequency, vibrational frequency goes on increases. In case of single bond, we are observing 1000 to 1100 per centimeter. In case of carbon-carbon double bond, 1620 to 1680 per centimeter, and triple bond we are observing 20 to 100 centimeter around. Then functional groups we are considering here: frequency range, bond and types of compound. First we are considering single bond, saturated alkene 1000 to 1200, then double bond, unsaturated alkenes, then alkynes, triple bond around 2100 to 2200, then aromatic around 1500 to 1600, then other, that is OH around 3200 to 3600 for OH of phenolic or alcoholic, then 1000 to 1200 for CO stretching, which is observed in ether and alcohols. Then these other are maximum carbonyl stretching frequency in anhydride, in acid chlorides, then esters, aldehydes at around 1730 to 1740. Then in case of ketones, 1705 to 17020 per centimeter. Then in case of acids, for carbonyl stretching at around 1700 to 1725. Then in case of amides, this is decreases due to nitrogen donating electron by, that is, resonance effect, 1680 to 1700. And in case of triple bond, C triple bond in around 2215 to 2216 per, this is which is observed in nitriles. Now we are identification of the some graphs. In this that is a spectrum of this acetone. We are observing here CO stretching, that is the functional group, carbonyl group stretching frequency which is observed at 1700, very strong band which is absorption band which is observed, weak absorption for CS stretching, and other two are carbon-carbon stretching frequencies which are observed. This is spectrum of acetone. Now we are considering spectrum of vanillin, and this vanillin is a phenolic aldehyde. Carbonyl stretching frequency which is around 1700, then CH stretching frequency weak band around 2700, and this is OH stretching which is observed at around 3500 of this one, and other bands are 1500 to 1600 for carbon-carbon double bond in aromatic. Now we are considering infrared spectrum of acetic acid. Now this is acetic acid OH stretching frequency which shows broad band. This is around 2500 to 3500. This is a broad band we are observing. Then carbonyl stretching frequency of the acetic acid around 1700. This is the major two bonds are there. Other CH etc. Now we are observing here spectrum of the aniline. This is the aromatic primary amine. Now NH stretching which is observed around 3300. Then now we are considering CS stretching of this aromatic. Now these two bands, broad bands which is observed for carbon-carbon double bond of the aromatic compound, and CN stretching which is around 1200. Next we are considering applications of IR spectroscopy, determination of structure of molecule, study of progress of chemical reactions, different functional groups, maybe carbonyl to alcoholic group or alcoholic to carbonyl etc. Then detection of hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding is there, then OH stretching frequency goes on decreases. Determination of size of ring ketons. If size of ring keton decreases, carbonyl stretching frequency goes on increases. Detection of this impurity, this is also another one function. Now we are considering examples of this. An organic compound having formula C3H6O shows two bands 1720 and 2720. If you find out this molecular formula C3H6O, sites of unsaturation is 1. Then higher absorption for the 1720 for carbonyl stretching frequency may be aldehyde or keton. Then 2720 for CH stretching of aldehydic CH. Now aldehyde group is always present at terminal position. So we are find out here structure propanaldehyde. Carbonyl stretching frequency 1720 and CH stretching frequency at around 2720. Now we are considering second example, C4H6 molecular formula and shows two bands 3300 and 2100 per centimeter. Molecular formula of C4H6. So having sites of unsaturations are 2. IR bands at 3300 shows maybe for 3 groups OH, NH and acetylenic CH. And IR absorption at 2100 per centimeter indicates presence of carbon-carbon triple bond group. As compound does not contain oxygen and nitrogen, so there is a NH and OH possibilities are ruled out. So this is there is a presence of alkyne, that is terminal alkyne groups. So this from this formula we are identifying the structure 1-butyne terminal alkyne group. C triple bond C shows observed which is 2100 and CH stretching around 3300. Thank you all of you listening this video.